morning, Tokyo. I hope everybody is doing well. Today, it's things to know coming to Japan. Stay tuned.
Ow! Yeah, it still works. Yeah, okay, it's hot.
Laser.
Yeah, that. Wow!
Well, good morning and thank you for joining. I'm really hoping that we're connected here, but it doesn't look like things are happening all of a sudden. Oh, here we go. It's a little bit of a delay, but I was kind of worried about it. Wasn't sure. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining. Cassie and Paula, thank you. Midibble is in the house. Kumoa, howdy, good morning. Vinh and Tim the Dude, welcome. Today we are going to be talking a little bit about some common sense things that a lot of people do ask me questions about. And you know what? Why not reiterate it? Because you get the odd. I do get the odd questions in the chats and through private messages, so on and so forth. And why not go through it? Might as well, right? Grumpy Oji-san, good morning. Yes, 9 a.m. on a Saturday, early. Well, usually I go out and I just gotta fix my thing here. Oh, that's weird. Go out and there we go, and film somewhere. But it's rainy season, and the weather is really, really bad. So I thought, why not hang out here and just talk about common sense things. Hello, Jackie sis. How are you? Buenos dias, amigos. DJ Mike TV, thanks for joining. Colonel K, how are you? Ram, how are you, bro? Glad you can make it. Hope you're doing well. Cheers and good morning. Maybe buenas noches. Good morning, John. How are you? I got my coffee. It's it's rainy season here. So which Nelson, good morning. Thank you. Was A1 here? Oh, good morning, A1. How are you? Thank you for joining. Just want to make sure everybody's I do sound a rainy day chat awesome. Yeah, pretty much, eh? I'm doing well, A1. I just wanted to make sure that just checking my mic here just to make sure that everybody's fine. Make sure you turn up your volume. And it should be all good. Oh, I didn't set my camera perfectly. I can see a little bit of a line between here and the live chat, which is kind of weird. And I'm not getting the live chat on my OBS, which is kind of weird. Huh. Oh, well, at least we got it going on. It's kind of weird that it's not showing up here. Isn't that weird? Let me just fix that while we're hanging out here. Where is the live chat? Chat. Let's see if I can pop that out and fix it up here. Hopefully we can do that. Because that's kind of weird that it's not working. Oh, there we go. It's back. Haha, there we go. I guess I had it on a different one there. So, yeah, we fixed it. We're good to go. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I'm good. You're good. We're all good. Everybody's in the house. Jim Arnold, good morning. Thank you for joining. I just saw you over at I think I saw you over at VCG. I was watching VCG construction for like the last hour while I was having my coffee and setting up. Always a great show that they put on, and just absolutely love Vince and the boys. So, it's really bad here. I think for the next week, it's like seriously rainy season. We had a typhoon pass by yesterday morning. Not really that bad though. Off and on rain yesterday, last night. Right now, it's actually not raining, um, but it's going to be off and on rain all the time. Ben Hancock, good morning. Thank you for joining. Um, so yeah, kind of like, share, subscribe. Thank you, Cassie. Yeah. So without further ado, a lot of you guys ask me about questions, common sense things. Whether you know these things or not, some are interesting. Um, but I just figured, why not touch up on it and figure out what's going on? So I don't want to waste any more of your time. We're going to switch over to another screen here. And I didn't have it set. Urgh! So we'll go back. Let me get it set here. Let's see if I can set it up here. But we got all these pictures we're going to be looking at today, as you can see me scrolling through here. And I'm surprised I didn't have it set up. There we go. So, yeah, arriving in Japan. A lot of you have asked me that when you are actually going to be here, if you're not on a tourist visa, this is more for when you're actually moving to Japan. So, um, I just saw a comment. Mike Hawk is in the house. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you for dropping in. DJ, I haven't seen you in a while. DJ, yeah, we had some earthquakes here recently over in Niigata and Chiba. Tokyo shaking a little bit, so it's not too bad. So it's all right. Carlitos asks, is the only reason I'll interrupt my anime binge watching. Aw, thanks, man. I don't watch anime. Can't stand it. Grumpy Oji-san. What did he say here? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Trump is here. Drew, please do a live stream with him tomorrow. Yeah. I'd rather do it with that Trump impersonator than actual Trump himself. But hey, I'm baking cookies and I hope I don't burn them. Yeah, I hope you don't burn them either. You didn't swipe left? Damn. So yeah, let's get into it right away. Waiting for that big Kansai earthquake they're predicting. Ew, yeah, I'm not looking forward to that at all. Can wait to be in Japan on August 9th. Awesome. So yeah, let's get into it. For those of you that have always wondered about moving to Japan, obviously you can see a picture of Japan Airlines here. So yeah, basically, a lot of people, ask me about how to move to Japan. Well, you just get into a frickin' plane and you get your ass over here. Of course, when you get to Japan, this is the one sign you will definitely see. I didn't decide to put in like the nice signs and stuff because the first thing you actually do see as soon as you walk off the plane, down the hallway, and down the stairs into immigration is going to be this sign right here. Welcome to Japan. There are a lot of other signs in the hallways and things like that, but you are basically going to be seeing this sign, and that's pretty much what you're going to see, right? Good morning, Tomo, and good morning, Goku. Are there soccer clubs there, games to watch, stadiums? Absolutely. Very much so. Tomodachi Mike, hey, good morning. Thanks for joining, man. 34 people. Hit that like button. Absolutely. It is not very welcoming, actually, but it is a sign. So, you decided to come to Japan. When you get to Japan, and you are going to be living here, there are a few things that you're going to need to do right away. And that is getting your resident card. Now, when you hit Narita and or Haneda, you can go to the desk at the airport straight up and apply for your resident card, which you will get in a matter of minutes. They will take your picture with your passport and basically going to give you a card with, your 1-year visa on it, which I'll show you in a sec, but no address. Basically, this here is Osaka City Hall. I threw in Osaka for Grumpy Oji-san. And good morning. Good morning, Drew from Tomo L. Basically, once you arrive into the municipality, the city, or whatever you're going to do, you have 2 weeks to actually register your home address. And how do you do that? Well, you go to City Hall. The next picture here is actually, I got this off the internet, of course, but an actual Japanese resident card. You can see it says in the top right corner, Government of Japan resident card. To the top right is your actual registration number for Japan itself. Now, of course, you got your date of birth, your sex, because my cock is in the house. You got your nationality, so on and so forth. But right at the front here, you'll see address. That will be blank. The next part, your status. They got college student there, but it'll be, whatever it will be. If you had a spouse visa, it would say spouse visa. If you have a work permit, it'll say, work permit or specialties in humanity, blah, 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 things like that. Now, the period of stay is your actual visa. Now, a long time ago, they used to put visa stamps, stickers in your passport, and now it actually goes here on the resident card itself. So if you have a 1-year visa, and you came today, obviously it would say, 2020, June, what's today? 29th, yeah. And then at the bottom there is the period of validity of this card. So obviously you have to go and change it. Now, for somebody like me who is a permanent resident, where it says period of stay, I have no date because I don't have to go renew permanent residency. I'm a permanent resident, so there is no date. But I still have to go renew my card at City Hall every 10 years or something like that. If you are here on a visa and it's a 1-year or a 3-year or a 5-year, you have to actually go to immigration to get this changed. So there are a bit of differences here. Somebody asked me, I think Grumpy Oji-san, Drew, did you come here on a tourist visa like I did, or did you get a working visa before you came here? I came here on a tourist visa. And then I got married, and which was the plan, and I changed over to a spouse visa after 30 days. So hopefully that answers your question. LMA is in the house. I am needing a cookie report here and can't wait, girl. Jackie's Bacon Cookies. Other channels say they don't really like to rent to white Americans because they don't adapt to Japanese culture. Is that true? I've heard stories. You do get a lot of landlords that don't want to rent to foreigners, and finding apartments can be difficult, which we'll get into. But there are a lot of friendly places out there that equal rights or whatever you want to call it. But I don't want to really get into that. I'm half Mexican, half Japanese, but born in the USA. Oh, cool. Yeah, I knew you were homeless, Grumpy Oji-san. Well, you're Goku. I'm sure if you tell them you're Kakarot, yeah, exactly. Common policy. I'm just going to keep ignoring that part. So yeah, that's what I've come up with here. Of course, the next one here is when you do go to City Hall. Of course, I just grabbed this picture off the internet. Of course, you got your resident card up there. The blue book is actually your pension book. Now, pension is optional for foreigners living here. You they want you to pay into the pension system, of course. But I know a lot of foreigners that don't. And I just want to say good morning to Jovis Angels and Fang, STSNJ85 in the house. Chris PR, Shogun, Charlie, how are you? If I don't say hi and good morning to you, I will when I see your name pop up. Somebody says here, is a tourist visa the same as a 90-day visit with a passport? Yes, absolutely. Chris PR asks, is the second year tax hard on the wallet? Absolutely. And we'll talk a little bit about that if you can remind me later on in this stream. No tourist visa, but it was a tourist for 87 days. I've never heard of that, me double. I'm sure it was, but as far as I've known, for the last 15 to 20 years, it's been a 90-day visa. So thank you for answering question. I asked my mother, and she said you are right about most things. However, if trying to rent in Tokyo is hard for those with Western culture there, particularly with Americans, I'm not going to say American or whatever country you're from. Let's just say that it's difficult. It can be difficult for any foreigner, Chinese, Australian, Mexican, American, Canadian. It all depends on the person itself, right? So, but yeah, pension is optional. But honestly, if you're going to live here for a while, I believe if you are living here and you're from a country that, like Canada, you can combine your Japanese and your Canadian pensions. So, which is good for me, right? But Grumpy Oji-san, I just saw a comment here. He says there are also working hour limits that exempt you from having to pay the pension, which is pretty much true also. And then the bottom right card is the health insurance card. I personally do not have that. I will show you what I actually carry around without my information, but I actually have something that looks like this. Just for the fact that I'm through my company, and I basically get my health insurance deducted off of my paycheck. So there are a bit differences, but I will say this: if you're going to live here for a year, national health insurance can be expensive, and you average around, say, $230 a month. Could be a bit more, could be a bit less. But if you come here with travel insurance for 1 year, you're covered. Obviously, you got your travel insurance. I have a few teachers that actually use their travel insurance instead of national health insurance because they got it really cheap from back home. And let's face it, it's freaking expensive here. But when you go to City Hall to change your address, which will be on the back of your card, or they actually might change it and give you a new card with the address on the front, they will ask you to sign up for national health insurance. If you have no travel insurance, it's very, very wise to sign up ASAP. If you were here, say, for 3 months, say on travel insurance, and then you change over to national health insurance, they will retro back from the time you entered Japan and make you pay that in order to join national health insurance. So if you have travel insurance for 3 months and you know that you're going to change over, do it as soon as possible. They will overlap, but at the same time, there's no sense in having to retro pay. I've seen teachers where they've been here a year, or friends, not even teachers. Like I have a friend that works at Dell Japan, who was here for a year, and they had to retro back pay a year. You're talking almost a couple grand. 200 times 12. You know what I mean? So it does get expensive. A1 asks, do you pay both Canadian and Japanese pension? If so, how do you combine it? I only pay Japanese pension. I have no ties to Canada. But when I hit that magic age of retirement, I can apply for my Canadian pension and my Japanese pension, and they'll be combined together. Healthcare here is dope if you can find the right doc. Absolutely, Grumpy. What's with the square signature thing? That is just the government stamp, if that's what I see and I think you're talking about here. It's so humid and uncomfortable. Finally, raisin season came to my town. How have you been? John McKee at Tokyo Drew. Sunday, my job will go into shutdown, so I'll be working 10-hour days for 2 months and will not be on your live streams. Oh well, I'm glad that you're here now, John. But so we'll probably catch one more before then. Hey, and even if you watch the replay and skip through it, and you're part of the Drew crew, so thank you very much for joining, John. I appreciate it, I really do. Whatever you do, don't skip on health. Yeah, exactly, Grumpy Oji-san. Good info, Drew. I just might head to Japan sometime in the future. Good morning, Prep for It. How are you? Thanks for joining. I'll be visiting in a few months. Grandparents at Osaka, Japan. Okay. All right. While you're then set Goku and turn in the ramen shop and learn and have fun. Absolutely right. So the next slide here is I want to talk a little bit about cash in Japan. A lot of people come here and they say, "Oh, Japan is a cash country." And absolutely 100%, whatever you hear, whatever you see, you are right. But they are slowly changing. Now, when I came to Japan in 2005, it was cash. Plain and simple. Cash, and cash. But lately, Japan is actually changing a lot over. I just took a picture here. And this is kind of like what the four main bills look like, even though I couldn't crop it properly enough. But up in the top left corner is the 10,000 yen bill, which is equivalent to $100, $100 bill. The 5,000 is a $50. Down the bottom left is a 2,000 yen bill. Got to go off to watch the replay. Oh, see you, me Dibble. Thanks for joining. 2,000 yen bill. They're not rare, but they're not really widely used anymore. They made them for a while, and I'm not sure as to the exact reason why they stopped. I know they didn't fit in vending machines and things like that. I have a couple sitting right beside me, actually. I think I've shown you guys before. I have like a pristine. I'm like, wow. Actually, I got a $2 American, $2 American, and then just inside here you can see the 2,000 yen bill here. I don't know why I liked it. I got about four of them. But again, the misconception is that everybody thinks cash is king in Japan, and it is. But at the same time, I'm here to tell you right away that number one, when you first come to Japan, do not change your money at the airport. In my experience, Daikokuya, oh my God, Daikokuya, they are spread out around Tokyo anyways. They are one of the better money exchanges with better rates. Food Mystery live in the house. How are you, Bill? These are the places you want to go to. You'll get better rates than the airport. You'll get better rates than a few other exchange places. Now, there is another exchange place here that I put. This is just TravelX currency exchange. You'll see this in Ikebukuro Station, so on. They are comparable to Daikokuya. But either way, What I did before I came to Japan is I actually I got an even better rate. Is I went to in Canada, I went to Scotiabank, who I used to bank with at the time, and they gave me an even better rate. So I just bought the Japanese yen. It took about 2 weeks to order it. So if you can get a better rate through your bank back home before coming to Japan, I would seriously suggest doing that. So just a little bit of food for thought, right? I have a $2 bill. I have two $2 bills. I have a whole box full of coins. Melanie in Hawaii. You saw her in my kind of mixed clip video I did a few days ago. She brought me those pretty cool Isen, Nisen, and Gosen coins, which was pretty cool. Probably not worth much, but at the same time, it's not about what it's worth. It's about collecting it. And that was pretty cool. So I appreciate that, Melanie. If you ever watch this again. Japan is far behind e-payments and cashless technology. One thing China has going is everything is paid via QR codes and such. And you are so right, Grumpy. That's something I wanted to really kind of touch upon. Is when you come to Japan, like it's they don't like they got Apple Pay somewhere around here, but and you can use your debit card here. You can use your credit card here, but it's so far behind in the times. But I will say this, and we're going to get into the Suica in a minute, but you can use your Suica, your Passmo, your Kokuka, whatever you want to do to pay. So that's a little bit getting better. LMA, thank you so much, man, for the $5 holla. I'll get to you in a minute. Probably won't cheat either because old people here prefer cash. You know what? You are so right. Absolutely. Konoman Studios, Tokyo Drew. I was given and changed a 1957 $1 bill. Is it worth anything? I don't know. I have no idea, but you can always give it to me. Okay, I'll watch later non-live. Thanks, Fang. Whoa, didn't know that about Daikokuya. All right. Oh, Kota. Ohayo. And everybody, let's hope Kota, who's in the house right now, she is going to be my guest next week on TD Talks. I do have another guest this week, which we'll kind of talk about and ham it up a little bit. But today, this stream is brought to you by the 12-year Belvany. LMA, thank you. And Jackie, this is for the cookies. Woo! 9:30 a.m. and we be drinking whiskey. Jackie, thank you. Milk for the cookies. Well, how about whiskey for the cookies? Ooh. Wow. Okay, let's get back into it here. I get my yen here in the U.S. Good. Is that the Hungry Black Panda? Is that the VIP? No, it's not. Hungry Black Panda will actually be on Tokyo Drew TD Talks, Tokyo Drew Talks, whatever, in late July. So, but I basically want to let you guys know that because a lot of people think like, oh, can I use my credit card when I come to Japan? And absolutely. I have a Japanese credit card, of course, and it's combined with Rakuten, so I get Rakuten points so I can go shopping. But you can use your credit card here a lot. Now, I will say this. Japanese credit card, of course, it's going to be in Japanese yen. But here's the thing. If you are American or your money is stronger than the Japanese yen, use your credit card as much as possible because you're just going to get a better rate. Food Mystery Lie, thank you for the 549. Holla! That's another shot of whiskey. Damn. I'm going to be hammered before 10 a.m. Woo! for the cookies, for the 604. And guys, 604 is area code for Vancouver. So is where I used to live and where Bill lives. And by the way, FML, loving the live streams, except for the start of your first ASMR live stream. That was kind of like scary. Don't do that ever again, please. Love you, Bill. Cheers to you guys. Thank you. Credit cards, though. I use my credit card at 7-Eleven. You can use your credit card for restaurants. You can use your credit card for pretty much anywhere. Like, of course, you have to see where you can use it. Oh, Goku Kakara, thank you for the $3.99 holler. Good morning, John Tiger. Thank you, Goku. Arigato. Let me. Oh my God, it's like 4 shots in 5 minutes. Woo. Okay, if I start slurring my words, it's your guys' fault, the TD crew. So, I need coffee here. And of course, this is the glass that Wendy from Holland gave me. I haven't actually made broke open the Glenlivet 18 year yet, but I can't wait for it. So, gotta have some coffee, guys. Sorry. And I just got to take a picture here. So give me 1 second and take a picture of what I'm doing here. There we go. But yeah, you can use your credit card anywhere, really. And if you're American and you buy something for $100 here, 10,000 yen, of course you're only going to pay like $85. So like when I go back to Canada, because the yen is stronger than the Canadian dollar, I'll buy something there for $10, but on my credit card statement, I'm only paying $8.50, or whatever it is, right? So just a little bit of thinking there, like why change your money and lose a little bit on the exchange rate, even if you are gaining more money, especially if you're American. Use your credit card. Like seriously, use your credit card. And a lot of people do not do that. Grumpy Oji-san says, we're not sure how to use the credit card when we get here, Drew. Could you just lend us your card first? Sorry, I only got a $10,000 limit on it, so probably not enough for you to go shopping with. And thank you for smashing the like button, everybody. I appreciate it. I do. Amtila, you're welcome in Aztec. I know more. Sorry, guys, I cannot say that word. Nah. Who else? Can somebody kind of spell it out for me so that I can actually say it? I've had 4 shots now. Could you imagine what it's going to be like later? Oof. Careful when you use those cards, though. Although rare cards do get skimmed here. I've never actually heard about that, Grumpy, but I guess they do. I'm not sure, right? Just use cash if you use a lot of those cards for a bunch of charges. When it comes to reviewing your statement, you'll have to go through all the transactions to check company names. Well, see, here's the good thing. And I'm going to try and show you something personal, but not really. Is here, Rakuten card. I can actually have all the charges, and hopefully you can't see exactly what I've spent. But every time I shop with my credit card, it comes up on the cell phone app. So I can actually go through everything, and it's live. So it's pretty cool to spend that. And I spent like a couple $1,000 last month. Oof. But I seriously buy everything with my credit card because I get the points. Oh, Paula, I love you, girl. I seriously do. And okay, I get this shot going Out of here. Oh my god. I can't even get past the credit card part and I'm getting shots. Paula, thank you. And cheers. And by the way, guys, well, I'm just gonna say this, but Paula, love your Facebook photos when you do post them. I'm not gonna tell everybody your work photos and things like that, but I do see them and I appreciate it, the friendship. Thank you. Cheers, guys. It's getting harder. Oof. Do they consider Jade as good as money? What? Konaman? Konaman, you freaking never make any freaking sense half the freaking time. It's a blue color ink on there with green. I'm not sure. Drew's getting drunk. Pretty much drawn. I did not expect that, but hey, like the way it is. Every $5 hala is a shot of alcohol. Whew. When are we doing our tequila shots? Kota asks. Well, you know what, Kota? I'm already prepared for next week. I got the Patron here. So go out and get tequila because Kota will be my guest next week. And she is an amazing person, which I still got to talk to you, Kota, about the concept of our show next week. Just for the fact that we got to see, because there's a lot of behind the scenes things, how we're going to do the show. But we'll talk later. Be right back. McDonald's breakfast. Oh my God, grumpy OG son. Oh, Helen's in the house. Hi, Helen. Good morning. Everything is well. So yeah, that's pretty much credit cards. Also, ATMs can be your friend. Now, it depends on where you go, but I have a picture of Family Mart here. And the reason I have a picture of Family Mart is you can see a little ATM there, which is not the reason being. Family Mart has, when you come to Japan, which I'll get into in a minute, but basically, if you are with Japan Post, they have bank machines in Family Mart. So you can go there instead of trying to find a Japan Post ATM and not get service charges. 7-Eleven has ATMs. A lot of convenience stores have ATMs, of course. You might pay a $210 yen service charge, but I'll say this. ATMs are open up until maybe 7 p.m. Use them as much as possible at the location, the Japan Post or the UFJ or Mitsui or, whatever bank you're using. But ATMs are convenient if you don't mind paying that 200 yen service charge. So I think it's like that in every country anyways. But again, when you go to malls, you can see here, I got the ATM corner. They got the 7-Eleven Bank or the 7-I Holdings Bank. I don't know what bank that is in the middle there. They have a few. You can go into a mall, and they have like what's called the ATM corner. And they'll have like 4, 5, 6 different ATMs with different lines. And you can actually go to the Japan Post or the UFJ or Mizuho or whatever bank you need to go to, and you're not going to pay service charges because you're going to that company's actual bank. So hopefully that helps you. My advice is if your money when you're coming to Japan is stronger than the Japanese yen, use your credit card wherever you can. Restaurants, 7-Elevens, bike parking. Car parking. If you rent a car, you can actually use your credit card to pay for the parking. If you go shopping, most department stores, well, almost every department store, even grocery stores, accept credit cards. So why be stupid about it? If your money is stronger than the yen, use your credit card. So we're going to talk about living in Japan in a minute, about getting apartments, because a lot of you guys ask me about this. But Tokyo Drew. I'm like 5 months, give or take, before I am back in Japan. Awesome, John Tiger. Any good Mexican restaurants? Goku asks. Yes. El Torito. Yeah, it's El Torito, but it's still pretty decent. The only problem is they serve the silver tequila instead of the gold, and they don't have really good tequilas there. But hey, after a few whiskeys or tequilas, it doesn't really matter, really. 7-Eleven is good for ATM also. Last time I was there, absolutely. Tomodachi Mike. Konaman Studios, Tokyo Drew, you are freaking ice hole dweller. I freaking don't want to make any freaking sense. I want to make freaking huge amounts of money. So freaking sense, stick that in your asset. And just so you know, guys, Konaman is a friend. He likes bugging me. He did this morning on VCJ. Awesome. Blue Seal. It's so useful to withdraw your amount of money at 7-Eleven ATMs. It is. Sunset cycling in the house. Do the Japanese expect lots of pickpockets during the Olympics? No. Have you ever been pickpocketed, Drew? No. Italy is famous for pickpockets. Japan is completely different. Plain and simple, Sunset. At Kumoa side, they're selling for like $50 US online. Melanie, hey there, we were just talking about ya. Aloha, Drew and crew and everyone in the chat sneaking a peek at work. I was actually, Melanie, earlier I was talking about the coins that you gave me and that I cherish very much. And honestly, they sit right beside me every day. These are the coins that Melanie gave me. I haven't cataloged them yet, but this is an Isen, Nisen, and Gosen. They're old. They're from the Meiji period. They're freaking awesome. And Melanie, I thank you. And I don't know if you saw me, but I did put you in my video the other day. I didn't put the tasting of your cookies. I'm sorry, but I wanted to at least put you in to show that we did meet at the hub in Omiya. So thanks for dropping in, and hope you have a great day at work. I get most of my money out of 7-Eleven or Family Marts. It's so convenient. Good morning, Andy. Yeah, you know what? Like, before we move on, it's awesome, right? Like, to have so many conveniences in ATMs, and I mean, like, I know back home there was a lot of ATMs in the banks, like Canada Trust, TD. There's a bank called TD. It's called Toronto Dominion, of course, but it's still TD. And you could, widely available. I never actually did use ATMs in convenience stores back in Canada because you could always find a bank pretty close. But Tokyo Drew, I was pickpocketed in Mexico City. Sorry to hear that. I really am. All right, we're going to move on. Getting apartments. A lot of people ask me about renting in Japan. And we were talking a little bit about it earlier. Is it difficult to secure an apartment in Japan as a foreigner? Yes, it is. I'm not going to lie. It is very, very difficult. It can be difficult. Ooh, the whiskey's kicking in. I better take a painkiller just in case. Oops, that was the Viagra. Sorry. This here is one of the strongest painkillers that you can get here in Japan. It's called Loxonin. It's only 60 milligrams, though. Not compared to like 200 or 400 milligrams from back east or back in Canada and stuff like that. But one sec. Man, I got the whiskey, I got the coffee, I got the water, Costco water, Kirkman. And make sure you drink enough water always in your life every day. 2 liters at least. I drink 4 or 5 of these a day. I'm giving you retail price from coin shops. I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't Sorry there, Carlitos. I didn't missed some of your comments in the thing here. You should host Paolo from Tokyo. I would love to get Paolo on. He does videos to show Japan. He is really humble. He is a nice guy. I don't know Paolo very well, but I would love to have him on. But honestly, like a lot of big YouTubers don't want to be on my show because what can I give them in return, right? Alain, really? Oh, okay. Ghana. Hello. And hello to you, and thank you for joining. Arigato. LMA, I love you, bro. Damn. Okay. Let me pour it out here. Another shot for those pills. Keep rinking. I am rinking. Cheers. There we go. Let's get back into it. So yeah, renting apartments. I've never had a problem personally. Before I got my, I bought my house in 2011, which obviously I don't live there anymore. And then I have rented apartments, and most of it though has been through my company, and there's a process to go through. Now there are a few things here. I think this is the first live stream of yours that I've caught. Well, thank you very much, Ghana, for joining. I really appreciate it, right? Here goes Tomo. Painkiller with whiskey is not good for your health. Yeah, duh. Yeah, I know. But it's not going to really do much to me. So it's just one painkiller. And that's the funny thing. I'm getting off topic here. Is a lot of Japanese, when they have Loxonin, they think it's so strong. But basically, one of their painkillers is like kitty candy to me. And it's just going to calm, relax me a little bit. But I'm not doing anything that's going to harm me, really, Tomo. So, but thank you for the concern. So, renting apartments in Japan. Now, of course, I have a picture up here. Look, I like this little apartment here. I found this picture on the internet. Off to the left there, they got a TV and a couch kind of thing. They got a bookshelf and a bed. I don't know if I'd like the bed too much, but it still looks spacious, I guess. Follow the sun. Good morning. Terry Schmidt, good morning. Paula, be right back. Thank you, darling. But again, renting in Japan can be difficult. Now, of course, the next picture here is of a Leo Palace. More than likely, you're going to actually get a 1K, which is basically a room that I'm in right now. A one room with a bit of a kitchen and a bathroom. Now, it depends on what company you go through. There are Leo Palace, Mini is another one, and Able Management is another one. There are a lot of other ones, but those are probably the big three. And they always say, like, we're foreigner friendly. Behind the scenes, not Leo Palace, but with Able Management and Mini, because they don't really do any Leo Palace apartments, though. They basically phone the landlord and say, hey, is a foreigner okay? They really do. I've been in the office when this is back in 2007, and they actually phoned the landlord in front of me saying, yep, the foreigner is from Canada. He's however old, 30, how old was I back then? I guess I was what, 39, 40? He has a job, blah, blah, blah. And the landlord was like, okay, no problem. I actually lived above the landlord, and I became good friends with the landlord, and she had a coffee shop downstairs at the same time, which I would go to religiously every morning. That was in Honatsugi Station of Kanagawa at the time. But when you rent, you need a guarantor, somebody to sign for you, to guarantee that you're going to pay the rent. Most of the times when you rent here, I'm starting to speak English now better. Thanks, Alain. When you rent, not only say, okay, let's bottom line, $500 a month rent as a number. When you sign up for an apartment, it depends on the contract itself, but most likely you're going to pay, before you even move in, you're going to pay $500 for the rent, say for July. But you're also going to pay another $500 we call key money, non-refundable. You could have a cleaning charge, $300 for when you move out. That's the cleaning charge for them to come in and clean the apartment when you leave. You could have charges for parking, anywhere from $50 to $100 a month if you have a car. They could ask for 2 months deposit. So it does add up. On a base of $500, you could pay before you move in up to almost $2,000 before you actually move into an apartment. So it's not like back home where sometimes you pay first month and last month. You actually pay like gift money. So basically you're paying the real estate agent a month's rent maybe to say, thank you for letting me rent the apartment. Are you freaking kidding me? Sorry, I just got a message here. So it all depends on where you rent and what you do, right? I heard you mostly give your guest, I'm going to say, huh? Nielsen says her son got an apartment through his job, a great location. Yeah. If, you come here, say 99% of the time you're going to come here and teach English, the companies will set you up in a company apartment. Basically, what they do is all that stuff I just talked about. They will pay all the key money and the cleaning deposits and blah, 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 and just charge you a monthly rent. So if you come here and rent an apartment through your company, it's going to save you a lot of money. Kota asks, describe people about mansion here. Yeah. When you come here, a lot of people will say, oh, do you live in a mansion? And that's just another fancy name for condo or nice apartment or, whatever. Mansion is basically, cheers, mofo, calling them on. Mansion is the way people say apartment here in Japan. Is pretty much what I thought anyways. So he will speak Japanese fluently from now, LMA. He might act he can't speak Japanese. Yeah. Got a jet C on the flip side. Bye, Jackie. Take care of those cookies. Have a good night, everyone. Evening, everyone. Hey, Mambo's in the house. It's Canada Day long weekend. Absolutely. Monday in Japan here is going to be Canada Day, and I'm working, but oh well. Savar, sup, Drew? How are you? Thanks for joining. Good morning, hey, Luis. Good morning. How are you? Thank you for joining. And Luis, you donated to me on PayPal the other day, and thank you for that. I really do. Instead of super chatting, because I got all of it. Awesome. Thank you. And thanks for the private emails. That was pretty awesome. But yeah, so this here is a picture of Leo Palace. The next picture here is what you could expect in a Leo Palace. Now, I just took this picture because there's a lot of people here. See how the we call this a captain's bed. It's very short. And basically on top is where you're going to put your futon. Now, if you're under 6 foot, yeah, it'd be good to sleep there. You do have storage underneath. To the right, you have a closet. This is a Leo Palace apartment. They will provide you with a TV and internet hookup. You do have to use what's called a life stick. Leo Palace used to include internet into their rent. Now they don't. It's like a $15 to $30 charge. It's called a life stick, where you actually have to go through this registration process. so on and so forth. But this would be a typical Leo Palace apartment. The next picture here, I just grabbed off the internet, just kind of showing you what maybe a typical 1K apartment would look like. And you can see like the living and sleeping space. Somebody's got a couch there. Of course, this is just a drawing. But you can see the tatami room itself. People will probably lie out their futons. The kitchen area, then you got your bath, shower, and your toilet, things like that. So many Japanese people. I even know that a boy and a girl that live upstairs from here, they actually both live together in a 1K, a one-room apartment. Might be a little bit too much. But when you come to Japan, if you're going to work, if you're going to rent through your company, most likely if you rent by yourself, 1K is pretty much what you're going to get. And, it can get small, but at the same time, it does get comfortable. Renting to teachers is quite easy. If you supply them with a TV, a bed, a desk, of course, you have to put in a refrigerator, microwave, bare necessities. You can do pretty good, in my opinion, anyways. But the funny thing is, 500 is cheap. But I mean, in Vietnam, you can get something for 120. Yeah, absolutely, right? Louis, sorry, you're welcome. That's the best way to donate to Tokyo Drew. Thank you. Can still make the same amount teaching. We need a balcony with a view, Drew. Abe, good morning. How are you? A lot of apartments will give you a balcony, but there are apartments out there that don't have any balconies. And when you open up your window, there's a bar to hang out your laundry. There's so many different styles of apartments here in Japan, but for the most part, 1K. If you're single, most people live in a 1K. That's just basically what's happening. So once you move in, though, you've paid all your key money, your deposits, you've signed the contract. Most places here in Japan have a 2-year contract. Now, also with that, though, after 2 years, they might ask you for more key money or gift money to sign 2 more years. Some places don't. They just renew you for 2 years and you keep going. Be aware of that, because that's why you see a lot of Japanese people. They might rent somewhere for 2 years, and then they'll move because they don't want to have to pay that $500, $800, whatever it is, gift money, when they can move maybe to a better place or a better location for their work or their life and just pay it again anyways. It all depends. So let's talk a little bit about bills, but I will get that in a minute. I'm starting to hiccup because I'm starting to get snapped here. Helen asks, do you any legit schools, international schools, hire teachers from abroad to just teach for the summer? I do not. Usually when you come to teach here, it's going to be a 1-year contract. Drew, you should Airbnb your apartment for side income. That's actually in the talks with Hiromi, is renting, because we rent to just the teachers, but maybe doing Airbnb, but at the same time using this to film. It is what it is, I guess. Yep, it's a lot of hassle here living in mansions. Absolutely, right? No gift money, save it for whiskey. Absolutely, Abe. I am with you, bro. If you have qualifications, you should be able to teach those summer classes, but you'd be competing with a lot of the local teachers here who want it. Absolutely, Grumpy Oji-san. Forget it, they will trash your place. Sunset Cycling. I saw something earlier from Sunset. Can you host parties in your apartments? Of course you can. And then you came up with they'll trash your place? Probably. Sunset Cycling, who are you? You're not the old green cyclist, are you? I wonder who you are. Unless you have a connection with that international school. Yeah, absolutely. Oji-san is right. So, Helen, pay attention to his comments, because Oji-san does know a lot about Japan also. And that's why I appreciate having him in the chat here. You could do a short-term Eikaiwa gig. You could. I chat with Andy today for the first time, LMA, but I want to know how does his brother doing? I have no idea. Don't put him back in Mars anymore. All right. The day you move in to your apartment, you need to hook up your electric, your gas, and your water. Now, it depends on where you're living. Leo Palace, usually you just turn the breaker on and then the company starts charging you right away. Gas is always going to be the same. The gas guy is going to show up. He's going to turn your meter on. Is Nosh brought a moderator here? He is. Is Nosh here? No, Nosh is not in the house. I don't see. You have to sign a bunch of paper, and they're going to ask you to sign up your bank account so that it gets taken out of your bank account. But what you can say is, seriously, LMA? The Australian down under is bored today, making me drink whiskey. Thank you, sir. Rinking fixes hiccups, bro. Abso-frickin-lutely. Balvenie, 12 year. Awesome. Joseph Bajic. I hope I said that right. Hello, Andrew. Greetings from San Francisco. Wow, somebody actually called me Andrew. It's amazing. That is my name. Most people call me Drew, but either way. LMA. Love you, bro. Cheers. It's getting harder and harder. Chug a tequila? Yeah, that's that'll cost you, Carlitos. These are premium tequilas, man. This is Patron. I got the tequila silver. I have the tequila. What is that called? See, now I can't even frickin' see. Tequila Oh, the Raposa. Frick, I don't know. And then I got the tequila gold. It's hard to read. Thanks, LMA. Damn you. But yeah, you're going to sign up for the gas bill. Now, it depends on the company, whether it's Tokyo Gas or whatever gas. This is actually an electric bill from TEPCO I came up with. They will give it to you every month. You need to pay these. You can pay these at a convenience store, and it has a barcode. You just beep it. You pay it with cash. You cannot pay at the convenience store with credit card, though. That's a little bit of a downfall. But you can sign up to have these bills paid with your credit card. The day that he turns it on, though, you have to give them a $100 deposit and or a $200 deposit. Depends on the company. But when you move out, they will come and meter your last bill, and you give them the receipt, and they will give you the change back. So it's just a deposit. You'll get it back, so no worries. I pay all my utility bills at the convenience and not auto debit because I want the staff at 7-Eleven something to do. Yeah. I hate it when I'm at 7-Eleven and somebody comes in, pays their bills. It takes about 5 minutes. I don't know if I showed you guys that picture or I did something. Maybe I Instagrammed it or Facebooked it. I don't remember. But a guy walked into a 7-Eleven about, 6 weeks ago. He paid $8,000 worth of bills at a 7-Eleven in cash. It took about 15 minutes for them to count the money and da-da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah, it was a little difficult. Call him Tokyo. Drew is his last name. Yeah. At least drink the Patron with coffee in it. No, it's getting harder and harder. I thought your new name was Andrew Nato. Kind of. Just getting back at you for the lack of itchy noses. Well, LMA, here we go. Love you, bro, but you deserve this. My cock says, is there a concept of paying bills online using credit cards? Yeah, you can. Well, you don't have. I don't know if you can pay it online, but they'll just automatically charge you on your credit card. My cell phone is hooked up to my credit card. Different things can be paid with credit card. Hopefully that answers it, my God. Who, me? Joseph Bacek. 8,000 is baller. I wish I had that money. At least he didn't pay in coins. Yeah, pretty much, right? Nick Reese in the house. Nick, I tried sending you the email, and your 03 and your 04 emails are not working. I have no idea what's going on, but I couldn't send you out the email an hour ago. Thanks for joining. But yeah, I think we need to figure out what's going on with your email, bro. Because you are a TD crew member, and I want to make sure you get notifications. Crazy Ann's in the house? Holy crap! You're not sleeping? Wow. And nice live stream today, Ann, by the way. Drew, would it be appropriate to ask what a Kyo company you work for? Everybody knows the company I work for, but I just never say it online. I'm going to bed now. Well, Ann, first off, Ann, how you doing? And secondly, good night and sweet dreams. Just for you, Ann. Anita J in the house. Oh, there he is. There he is. I was waiting for the great Sayaman to come in. I didn't. Maybe I didn't see your comment earlier. Sorry. Actually, Sayaman. I was watching your video the other day of when last year you got one of the Eric Surf snack packs. Yes, I went to your channel and checked out some of your videos just to see who you are. You are an Eric Surf 6 supporter. Love it. And I heard you're a mod over there too or something. So I've heard some apartment owners will not rent to foreigners if they don't speak Japanese well or not to foreigners at all. Yes, we were talking about that earlier, Danita. The next photo here, this is just basically bills that you'll get in the mail. Tokyo Gas on top, the TEPCO on the bottom, and I think that's the water bill or something. So these are what the bills will look like. So we're just going to move on from that and get into talking about incons and stuff in a minute. It starts with the letter P. 5,000 euro. Fine for scratching your nose. Oh, 5,000 in Germany. Your viewers are warning Ryan during the live stream just in case. Deck one. Peppy Kiss Club? No. Hello, Deck one. Good morning. Crazy Ann, love you, Drew. Hey, I'll be jamming next week. Awesome. And I hope, Kota, that you play the guitar on our interview next week also. But we'll talk about that. Drewster, Eric teaches at uni, right? Yes, he does. Hey, Drew, Ram, Jackie, Alain. Yep. Eric Surf 6 is a mix of Liam Neeson, Harrison Ford, and a chills of Hulk Hogan. You gotta love Eric. Eric Surf 6, Eric, is the best. The best. Plain and simple. Hung out with him a couple times. Just he's an amazing person. And not just on camera, but off camera, an amazing gentleman. That's all I'm going to say. Does anyone work at McDonald's here and can tell me what coffee beans they use? Yeah, you know what? I'd like to know that too, Grumpy Oji-san, because of the fact that people say that McDonald's coffee is really awesome, and I don't drink it, but I drink a lot of coffee. So, Party Kills Club. I know Critical Eats is lurking, watching somewhere. Yeah, maybe Critical Eats is here. You never know. Alain has the same finger he wiped his butt with. You stream always so late, Drew. You stream. No, I stream perfect timing. It's just that in Norway, it's late for you, darling. That's what I meant on your live rant. No, on my live stream, Kota, not rant. We're not going to rant with you. Well, maybe we will. Who knows? Maybe Critical Eats is still at mini golf. Well, kind of. But Ryan left him to go to Europe. Anyways, coming to Japan. Get an incon or a hanko, and they are very useful. Now, Here's a picture of an Incon. It is basically your stamp for your person itself. The next picture here is a thing of different stamps. I'm not going to get into the Japanese meanings of everything. Whiskey affecting my brain here. On the left is basically one that you'll use for the bank. Bottom line, no matter what you have, to the one to the right is basically something you can stamp with all the time. Now, as an example, I have an Incon that I actually went to City Hall and I registered it. A registered Incon is good for banking, buying a house, buying a car. It is your official registered stamp. You can also buy cheap $10 ones, $5 ones, whatever, where I use one at work and I just stamp my paperwork with it. I'm not going to use my actual official one. So, but it is very helpful because when you sign up for apartments here, for bills, anytime a delivery comes, they're going to ask you to sign. You can just use your stamp. It's very useful to get, and they're inexpensive. Some can go up to $100, but you really need one of those? No. $10, $20 one. If it's made out of ivory, those are the ones that you want to register. And trust me, when you go to register them, it can be a problem too because it's got to be perfect. It really does. When you open up a bank account, you should have an Incon because as a foreigner, we can get away with signing and just say, "Oh, I don't have an Incon." But having an Incon or hanko, or whatever the hell you want to call it, I think they now call it more hanko than Incon, is helpful, plain and simple. So hopefully that'll help you guys out. Whiskey affecting your brain. When did that happen? I mean, the brain part. Yeah, I know, right? LMA. I got a good buzz going on. Thanks, guys. 3:09 a.m. there, Crazy Ann. Wow. Joe Briggs is in the house. Hey, Drew. They got a machine in the Don Quixote that makes them. Absolutely, Joe Briggs. You can go to Don Quixote, like he just said, get them made. I don't know if I trust it that much, but I know like John from Only in Japan. He did a video a long time ago on that, and I think a couple other vloggers have done that also. So, does everyone have their own hanko? Most people do. I have 3. I have one that I have registered at City Hall. How much do they cost? Says Sunset Cycling. Anywhere from $10 to $100. I have one that I use in katakana, has my last name. That's my registered official Incon, hanko. Then I have one that I got made on Rakuten website. It's got a circle and it just says Drew in English. And then I also have another one, and usually you can get round ones, you can get square ones, you can get all kinds of different ones. But I have one that says Andrew or Andoiru. But instead of going this way, it actually reads up and up and down. You can get all kinds of different things, but by all means, I think getting one. Now, 2 of them I use for work. I carry one with me religiously. I keep one in my office desk, and I don't know if I have it here. Let me just check to see if I actually. Oh, so this here is my official Incon. And basically, when you open it up, you're going to have an ink pad here, things like that. And, that's all it is. And you can see, probably not see it very well, but it actually says my last name. And so anytime that I, want to use official, stamping of papers, I use this. Otherwise, I just use Drew or the Andoiru ones. So, good night, Anne. Thank you for joining. Do they have hankos for gigolos? Well, I got one. All right, let's move on. Transportation in Japan. A lot of people ask me, do I drive? Yes, I drive. I have a gold star license. But do I drive on a daily basis? No, because I do not own a car. Do you need to drive in Tokyo? No, you do not. And we're going to talk about this for a minute. Go to bed now, Crazy Ann. Absolutely. Get to bed. Driving in Tokyo is useless. Depends on where you live, though, if you live in the West. But I don't think driving, if you live in Inaka, the countryside, then yeah, having a car is a good thing. But I think that, using buses, this is a bus at Omiya Station. It's going from Omiya Station to Miyahara Station. Using buses and or trains is just the way to do it. Now, there are times you kind of want to avoid rush hour and, things like that. But honestly, it's probably going to be a lot cheaper and time saving to actually take the train and the bus. If you are driving in the city, don't do it, really. Because it'll take you twice as long, really, it will. Anybody gonna super chat, donate people? I'm waiting for yours, Siaman. Just don't stay out past 1 a.m. or else you're stuck till 5 a.m. Absolutely, Joseph. The trains do shut down for about 5 hours, so but then again, that's why they got the taxi service here. So, Drew, when are you going to talk about boozing and women, your specialties? Dekwan, drinking. Well, I am drinking. Women, I don't. It's not my specialty. And Dekwan, let's get that. And you know what I mean. I would think that people gung ho wanting to live, work there, then get burnt out after a few months is maybe work not what they expected. It happens, Anita. It does. People get homesick, get burnt out from working a lot. It could happen, right? But yeah, basically, what I want to talk about here is Suica. And Suica cards, again, are a good thing to have. They're a rechargeable card. When you get one, you can buy it straight from the machines. When you get one, you can actually register with your name and telephone number. So if you do lose it, you can cancel it right away and get a new one without anybody actually, using the money that's on there. But you can charge this in the machines. Me personally, I use Suica on my cell phone, where I charge $100 at a time style thing. But you can use these in 7-Elevens, bike parking, McDonald's. You can actually use it at freaking McDonald's. And that's what we were talking about earlier, is the actual paying style to just pay for everything. But the next picture here actually shows you in the country. I found this map of how to use it. Now, there are transportation in Japan is also no need for a car. Absolutely. So here is a picture of Japan, starting from the north. Their chargeable card is called Kitaka. Suica is mostly going to be used from Tokyo North, Niigata area, Tokyo area, Sendai area, but also in the Tokyo area is Passmo. A lot of people ask me, can you use Passmo and or Suica? Yes. Passmo is the Tokyo, basically the subway card. Suica is the JR card, but either one works on both, on buses, anything. The Nagoya area is the Manaka card, they call it. JR Central is the Toika, and the Ikoka is JR West, which is down Osaka area, so on and so forth. The Kansai area is Pitapa. Sugoka is in the Kyushu area, along with Nimoka and Hayakaken in the Fukuoka city subway. So there are there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 different cards. A lot of people just think Suica or Passimo. But here is to show you, like, throughout the whole country, what cards they use. Now, the other thing of it is that these cards are good throughout the whole country. And that's the good thing. So it's kind of interesting to see, because it's kind of different, right? Dekwan is writing in Japanese, and he is saying he cannot speak Japanese. Or are you saying that I cannot speak Japanese? I don't speak Japanese, but I can actually read that. I cannot speak Japanese. Please try not to write anything but English in the live chat. Thank you very much. Mottainai. I think Suica works in Osaka too. Suica works everywhere. Is there one card to rule them all? No, not at all. I'd say most popular is Suica, because that's what everybody hears when they come to Japan, right? What did Nick say there? Are we buying a JR green card and Suica plus pocket Wi-Fi? Awesome, Nick. Joe Briggs, sure hope you got a hotel booking slide coming. That's the hill I'm climbing. Ooh. I bet at my cock uses a Hayaken card. Hayakaken. Don't use kanji here. The mods will ban you. Well, they will ban you, but at the same time, I'll give you a fair warning first. Don't type Japanese, because nobody knows what it means in the chat, unless you try and translate it, or whatever you can do. But my cock at Tokyo Drews. So they're debit cards run by train companies instead of banks. They're not debit cards; they're rechargeable cards. So you actually have to charge it. Thank you, Ram, for deleting that. But actually, what he wrote in Japanese wasn't bad. But either way, that's why I let it go for a minute. But yeah, please, no different languages but English, please. Later, getting tired. Hey, John, thanks, man. Hope you join the next live stream tomorrow morning, same time area. And good luck with your work. Really, thanks for joining, man. Or use Hindi swear words. I know a few curse words. Anita, be nice, girl. And where's my picture of the Tokyo Drew bumper sticker? Don't some beer vending machines require you to swipe the card to check your age? No, what they do, and I'll be straight up and show you guys. No problem here. Is this here is a Taspo card. Yeah, check that picture out, eh? Whenever I go to the cigarette machines and or a beer machine, if they have it installed, you have to touch with this. This is kind of like an age of majority card in a way. So just saying there. No, absolutely. I agree with you, Ram. Absolutely. You're the best anyways, bro. Grumpy Oji-san, or just jump over the train gates, no need to pay. Yeah, whatever. No Japanese in the chat in the stream about Japan. But Dekwan, respect the rules, man. That's all I'm going to say. Drew is young, 45-year-old. I wish I was 45. Add another 7 years on top of that, man. Doing well. Just got home from work. Cobra in the house. How are you, dear? Thanks for joining. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to drive across town. Got gas for my van a bit ago. Awesome. Thank you, Joseph, for the support. Dekwan, you have been banned from TD. Not yet. Drew, when is the next meetup at the hub? Well, when are you going to come to the hub? I have some honeydews to do. Take care. Konaman, thank you for joining, man. It's funny how all of a sudden I just got a thumbs down. Anyways, let's move on. The next one here is Daiso. You guys have heard it. it's common knowledge. Daiso is your friend. Dollar stores here are amazing. They are absolutely amazing. And let me see here. Let me see what the email says. Sorry, I'm just checking my email, guys. Oh, I did try sending Nick your email. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, dead space time. Who the hell? Oh, that's Nick. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Daiso is your friend, really. So many housewares, so many like towels and arts and crafts, and even snacks that you can get at Daiso. This here is a picture of like health and beauty, and what does that say in the background there? Whatever it says. Um, seriously, if you want to get silverware and plates and bowls, even simple things about I wouldn't buy pots and pans from there. Of course, they're going to be shit. But at the same time, there are a lot of things, Daiso, that you can get on the cheap and good quality. This is a picture of Daiso here. This is another picture of stuff at the Daiso. But also shopping in Japan, grocery stores. A lot of people ask me what it's like to shop at a grocery store. It can be intimidating. It really, really can. Um, and it just depends on, how much effort you put into it. You bought some nice plants at Daiso the other day. Yeah, absolutely, right? Another spam Emma about increasing the size of your. Oh, got another thumbs down. Love it. Yeah, here comes the trolls. You should get everyone who went to the baseball games with you to do a blind cheap whiskey taste test, 600 yen limit. That'd be a good idea, Abe. The problem is Ryan, when he comes back, will not even be close to us. So he probably won't be back in the Kanto area. So you probably won't see collaborations with him, with Eric, Paul, or myself, with Ryan for a while. Unless he comes to Tokyo. Plastic storage containers, absolutely, Anita. There's so many things at the Daiso that you can buy, but also when you go to grocery stores, you can see here we got milk and juices and things like that. It's quite easy to go to a grocery store to go shopping. This girl here is buying natto. Boiled nuts, that's for you when you watch the replay, by the way. But of course, when you go shopping here in Japan, you don't need to read the kanji. You don't need to read the Japanese because most things you'll know what it is, unless it's something obviously you're not familiar with. But I have no problem shopping in a grocery store, Don Quixote, and I think Nielsen just mentioned that. All kinds of different things. It's very easy to do, right? Where's the best place to get cheap beer and alcohol? LCBO. Sunset Cycling. You sound like you're Canadian. If you're saying the LCBO. You're from Ontario. Liquor Control Board of Ontario is LCBO. Interesting. Alcohol place to get cheap beer and alcohol. Don Quixote. You can get anything you want in a convenience store. We have the international store. It's called Yamaya. I call it the international liquor store because there's so much alcohol in those stores. You can get all your different international beers and whiskeys and stuff. So it's pretty cool. But going, shopping, if you need to take a friend with you for the first few times, do it. To introduce, because even if you're going to go buy a liter of milk, there are differences between the real milk and then the milk with additives. Oh my God, I'm starting to slur my words. Thanks, Alain, everybody. And just different brands. Like you go to buy cooking oil. How do you know if it's sunflower oil or vegetable oil or this oil? What kind of flours to use? Is it self-raising flour? Of course, vegetables is quite easy. If you can't tell what the difference between a freaking carrot and a tomato, you shouldn't be shopping. But beef, pork, like you can go at the grocery store, and this is a lot of things that happen with a lot of people, is ground pork, ground beef, and ground pork and beef mixture almost looks the same. You got to be careful of that. You really do, because I went and bought a pork and beef mixture thinking it was beef. Yeah. And when I made burgers, they sucked. So, you like to shop at Seiyu? Cool. Beef half off at the grocery stores in Japan is the bee's knees. Absolutely, Grumpy. And I'm going to show something which is kind of funny here, because the next picture here is smart shopping. Now, of course, the packet of carrots doesn't look the greatest, but take the outer skins off and away you go. And I've said this before. If you actually go to the grocery stores 6, 7 o'clock at night, you'll get a lot of things discounted. Now, it all depends. And like here, you can see the yellow tags. That's the final price. And it could range from 10% off to 30% off to 50% off. I know Don Quixote has a discount bin of stuff they put there in the morning, could be up to 75% off. If you're going to use the food that day, hey, why not? Be smart. I was in a grocery store last night and I picked up I know it kind of sounds weird, but I picked up a bento box. It had a hamburger patty with a little bit of pasta spaghetti. It had a cream croquette with rice for $2. It was regularly $5. So that's what, 60% off ish? $2 was my dinner. It was so cheap. But again, be smart about shopping. You don't need to be intimidated. How many people here right now can tell what is in this picture? Right? At the top, you have a bunch of carrots. I actually don't know what's beside the carrots. At the to the far left, it looks like maybe chicken wings or something. To the bottom right, looks like thin pork chops. Like, looking at this, yes, the whiskey is working. Looking at this, you can see what the products are. You don't need to read the Japanese. So shopping in Japan, you don't need to be. I thought it was daikon, Joe. Maybe Kota can see it better, and or Tomoel, if she's still here, can see it. But it's obvious what you're buying. Grumpy Oji-san says, "How do you figure out buying condiments, Drewster?" Yeah, you know what? Honestly, Grumpy, you got a good one there. I buy Heinz ketchup, so I know what I'm getting. In the grocery stores, they actually have mustard, like yellow mustard. It's funny here in Japan, relish they call pickles. It's freaking relish. Yes, it's made out of pickles, but it's still relish. But again, like if you're gonna buy tonkatsu sauce, or they have another. It's not tonkatsu sauce; it's a vegetable sauce, but they look very similar. If you're buying sake, cooking sake, if you're buying rice vinegar, all these things, then you're going to need to know a little bit more. So it can get difficult at times, but if you're like a mustard, ketchup, and relish type of guy, that's quite easy. But also, if you're buying like the little packets of ginger, of garlic, of karashi mustard, wasabi, they do have pictures, and you can pretty much like ginger and garlic might be very similar, but you will know that mustard one is the spicy mustard. do not expect regular mustard here in Japan. It's usually karashi mustard. Wasabi, obviously, it's green, so you get that, right? And curry, amazing. You can buy the curry bricks, and you gotta, add your vegetables in water, boil it, and then you add the brick, and it'll dissolve and thicken the curry up. Or you can just go and buy the instant curry, heat the pack up, or open it up and throw it into a pot and put. Curry is huge. Like everybody eats curry here, and I love Japanese curry. Absolutely love it. Oh yeah, and mayo. Yes, Joseph. Mayonnaise. There's all kinds of different types of mayonnaise. You could have 60% calories off mayonnaise. You could have really fattening mayonnaises, obviously. But mayonnaise here isn't sweet. I actually miss Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip is my favorite. I know they call it a salad dressing or whatever, but Miracle Whip is by far the hardest thing to get here in Japan. I've never seen it in Japan, to be quite honest. I know Moto Gnome sent me some Miracle Whip, and I was like in love for the month. He got me like 2 big jars of Miracle Whip, and I love that on sandwiches and sandwiches and sandwiches and sandwiches. Yeah, Miracle Whip. But they do have Best Buy here, or Hellman's mayonnaise and generic Japanese mayonnaise, but it's not very sweet. I love Miracle Whip, but that's just me. My latest vlog is about, I saw that, Kota, about the Japanese supermarket. Kewpie, fat baby mayo. Absolutely, Joe. It's exactly what it is. Instant curry in the bag is horrible. Actually, I'm going to argue with you there, Joseph. It's not that bad because I actually I use that as a base and then add more stuff to it. So I kind of agree that if you eat it just by itself, it's horrible, but if you doctor it up a bit, you can get pretty good. All I can say is carrots are huge in Japan. Okay. Does he cheat? What are you talking about, Cobrat? QP mayo is even sold in American mass grocery stores chains. Oh, really, my cock? Didn't know that, my cock. Canadians and mayonnaise. Name a better duo. No, you can't. Canadians love mayonnaise, and especially if it's Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip is awesome. You're going to notice that in like a second and start worrying about it. What am I going to notice? Oh, I saw the 2 thumbs down. No worries. I get thumbs down every video now because those people. I don't care if you don't like my video. Hey, don't watch. Nah. Come on, guys, Corbett, Ram, y'all have to have some fun at times. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. So yeah, that's grocery stores. The next thing you want to do when you come to Japan is get a bike. Now, this bike here, they call them mamacheri. And if you are a macho guy, I don't think I could see like LMA riding on this bike. It'd be kind of funny. But you know what? Honestly, these bikes are convenient. They're useful. They got the basket. I don't. I prefer to have a mountain bike with road tires on it. I used to do a lot of cycling. I actually might go for a cycle today. But these bikes get carried away because mamas, they turn these bikes into frickin' limousines. A kid on the front, a kid on the back. This bike here is actually an electric bike, so if she's going up a hill, she can just turn on the electric part assistance. It's crazy, right? Do you have to wear a helmet like in Canada? Helmets are required, but I rarely see anybody wearing bike helmets here in Japan. Very, very rare. That bike screams LMA. Absolutely. Don't take bikes on trains in Japan. Nope. I need a big butt bike, like a beach cruiser style. Yeah. I need pink streamer cuz like yours. Well, I'll give you mine, Alain. No worries. Where's her helmet? Where is her helmet? Where's the kids' helmets? Right? Bike safety here in Japan is not here. And it drives me nuts. They drive on the sidewalks, they drive on the road with their kids. There is no safety, and it's pathetic, right? Did your wife ever get one of those bikes, Drew? No. She actually has one of those foldable bikes right now. Eric's bike is the bomb. I've never seen Eric's bike, or I don't remember it anyways. Kamikaze bike riding, yeah, pretty much, right? Ram, damn, I'm a mod, so I can say what I want. Ha ha ha, you were saved, LMA. Okay, don't get that. Not looking at all the comments, but yeah, and Grumpy is right. Like, if you have one of those foldable bikes and you put it into a bag, you can take those onto the train for sure. So bikes are very, very important here in Japan. I think if you're gonna live here for a while, get a bike. Recycling is another thing I wanted to talk about. I found this picture. That's a little overboard having like 8 recycle bins here. But if you go from the left to the right, you got combustibles, incombustibles, bottles. Well, bottles is the brown. The yellow is plastic bottles. I said in a stream earlier, like I think in Tokushima or something, that they've got 45 different recycling styles. But recycling here is the bomb. And mostly what you're going to see when you're walking around the street are going to be recycling bins like this. And either way, all I'm going to say about this is be respectful for recycling in Japan. Make sure that you put your burnables in the garbage. You put your non-burnables in this garbage. Your PET bottles or plastic bottles in your cans are separated. And make sure you wash everything. It just makes sense, right? You weren't supposed to mention that to Ram. Whoever visits Japan, Google bike rental area in Japan, then go around with it. Better than any guided tour. Absolutely, I agree with Grumpy Oji-san. You're really helpful today, Grumpy. Thank you. Where's the trash can for my hopes and dreams? Yeah, pretty much, right? A lot of people don't follow the rules either. Japan being a rule-based place, it does kind of upset me when you see somebody take some garbage and they throw it into the PET bottle area. Now, I know that probably back at the recycling place they will sort it out and stuff, but just be respectful. You ever see people standing in front of these cans scratching their head because they don't know which bin to put it in? No, not really. You got pictures there, so you should be okay. But I know I did it one time where I had plastic and I was like, ooh, like, so you can see the green and the red. If I had plastic to throw out, which one would I throw it into? Not a bottle, just a plastic bin. Like you get at the convenience store. Which one would you put it in? There's a question for you, right? Don't worry, a-hole programming is back tomorrow. What are you guys talking about? So yeah, that's a question there. And then also another thing, and here's where everybody's gonna jump on top of me, and let's put the Reddit plug in here right now. Yes, JCJ, I use Google Translate. Hashtag just saying, because this is my live stream. Oh, I need whiskey. I need coffee. Google Translate will help you. The Google Translate is quite popular. There are other contraptions out there. You speak into it, it'll translate for you, but you got to pay for those. Google Translate does everything on your iPhone or your Android phone or whatever it is. Use it. It's helpful. Just saying, right? Oh, Nosh is in the house now. There you go. How are you, Nosh? If you've been here for a while, sorry, it's the first time I saw you. So you're also supposed to separate the label from the bottle and the cap. Yep, absolutely. At least some of the Airbnbs I've been to, each one a different bin. Resisting urge to jump on the Google Translate. I know you are, Grumpy. And I'm sure a few people will jump on me for this one. But yeah, you know what? Like, you come to Japan, you don't know how to speak Japanese at all. Use Google Translate. Google Translate also has the camera where you can take a picture and you can just swipe and it'll translate the kanji for you, the Japanese hiragana or the kanji or whatever, the katakana. Trust me, it's your friend. It really, really works. And not only Japanese to English, but I think it's got like however many freaking languages you can translate it to. So you can go from Hindu to Japanese to LMA language to Japanese. Like anything is fine, right? I tried that when you put in Tokyo Drew, it just came up meltdown. Yeah, well, LMA number 2 today. Love you, bro. Have you tried the live translation function? That stuff is the bomb. Yes, I have. Canadian to English? Yeah, that's the only problem, eh? No Canadian, eh? Into English or any other language, eh? Because Canadian is Canadian. Because I have a toque. And my name isn't Joe. But I do know Mike. From Canada, eh? I live in an igloo and I play ice hockey. I drink beer. I drink whiskey. I could go on with the Canadian jokes, but I won't. Jackie Heroux says Google Translate is awesome. Ignore those Reddit idiots. Yeah, I don't care. I honestly, let's put it out there right now, people. Oh, I got 4 thumbs down now. Woohoo! I love pushing their buttons, and they're talking about me so much this week. I love it, and let's call them out here. Let's call them right out. Meg frickin' Nito, you are a moron. Useless. You think you're better. It doesn't matter. Oh my God. Maybe it's the whiskey I just had that got me. I don't want to rant, but I will say this. I use it. I try my best. I'm old. Judge me. I don't care. Enough said. I'm done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will take us back into me. LMA, I blame you because you're the one that got me whiskey and liquored up here. Anyways, hi guys. That is kind of pretty much common knowledge of stuff in Japan. But there are a lot of other things out there that like when you come here, warning, meltdown incoming. Grab your stool, folks. Yeah, maybe it's time for a meltdown soon. I don't know. But you know what? Honestly, I think the biggest things about renting apartments, cash versus credit card. Do you get a Suica card when you come here? Do you want to drive? Shopping in grocery stores to Daiso. They're all your friends. Like you make the bet. You make it what you make it, right? Like if you don't try to adapt, you're not going to make it here. Now a lot of people are going to say like, "Oh, Drew, you've adapted, but you can't speak Japanese." But you know what? You don't need to speak that much Japanese to live in Japan. And a lot of people have their opinion about oh, you live in Japan, so you need to speak the language. No, you frickin' don't. it's nice to know, but you can communicate without Japanese. You can shop without reading kanji and hiragana. You can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And that's what I'm going to say about that. Best Japan YouTube channel right here. Yeah, I don't agree with that, but hey, thank you. They also sponsor your thumbs down as well. Take a lot of effort to hate on you. Yeah, they do, right? A view is a view. If they truly had an issue with you, just wouldn't watch your videos. So silly. A thumbs down is a valuable. Oh no, don't get me wrong, guys. Don't get me wrong. Thumbs down, thumbs up. Reddit. Well, the JCJ people, Meg frickin' Nito, and a bunch of those other idiots. They're all banned on my channel. But I block them and stuff. But like. And if I find out other people in the chat, I do let people go, but I don't care. Honestly, it's all views, like Nosh said, and I laugh at them because millennials, whatever. So that's all I'm gonna say. Joe Briggs asks, any quick tips on getting a business hotel room? Sorry, I think you mentioned that earlier, Joe. Yeah. Be careful. Some places do advertise nice looking rooms and they could be complete dumps. Honestly, in my opinion, a go-to general hotel, which is not going to break the bank, is APA, whatever you want to call it. Very comfortable beds. Sometimes the rooms can be a bit smaller, but APA Hotel is quite good. So, yeah. Drew, you're just feeding them with your rant now? Stop it. Well, that's the purpose, though, Grumpy, is so that they'll watch this, then they'll post it, then, I'm not stupid. Oh, man, I can't my nuclear yellow cheese and nacho chips at 7-Eleven in Japan. Groot is in the house. Hello, Groot. You got a suntan? No, it's just probably the coloring of the room and, whatever it is. What's the break? My cock asks, what's the breakdown of where you spend the income? 30%. That's a good question. For my cock, probably a good 40% on whiskey, yeah. APA, Joe. Or ends up being a love hotel? No. You must be part Aussie. We are so similar. It's getting scary. Yes, you don't. After 6 visits, they always understand me. I use hand gestures. Not sure if this is too complicated of a question, but when did you know Japan was the place for you? Was this right away or happen over time? No, good question, Sunset. When I came to visit Japan in 2005, I immediately fell in love with Japan. After it took about the first week, but once I realized that the transportation system here is way better than Canada, the accessibility to everything, food, restaurants, convenience stores, like everything, I knew right then and there. And I remember walking in into a Sakusa, into, I think it was Marui department store at 10 a.m. And all the employees were standing there and they bow and say good morning to you when you walk in. Like, how awesome is that? I felt like a king. I was just going to the Uniqlo, cheap clothing store, right? And it was amazing. Oh, Nick, thanks, man. Well, Nick, cheers, bro. Today we're drinking the Belvany Doublewood. Whoa! I guess all the trolls just came over again. Cheers, bro. Ah. All right, let's go. Tokyo Stay. Tokyo Stay is a good place too. Actually, you're right. Grumpy Oji-san, because I know Grumpy's front watches Reddit also. But Magneto used to work at your place before. I think you have met him. Yeah, I don't know who he really is, but could be a teacher that used to work for me. I don't think personally work for me. Maybe in the Kanto area, maybe. But he knows a lot about me personally, so that kind of makes me wonder how chicken shit he really is. There's some controversy behind an APA, so do your research first. I have not heard about the controversy, Nosh. I just know that APA is a decent hotel. At least I think so. Sunset just used caps, so you have to answer his question. I did. So how close was I? Right, close. Da, 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 da. Can't thank you enough. Same planet. Once you go to a JP grocery store, there's no going back. It's amazing. Absolutely. Japanese grocery stores are the bomb. They really are. Hey, Tokyo Drew. That's who I booked through Apakanda Station. Oh, good to know, Nick, because now I know how close you are. Bottoms up. I like to be part of both the light and dark side. No worries, Grumpy. It's all good, right? So yeah, hopefully you find some of the information. Everybody's going to have a difference of opinion on things in Japan. Honestly, you got to experience it for yourself. You really do, because if you don't, then how are you going to know for sure if Japan is right for you or not? Right? For me personally, I love this country, and I will say it till I'm blue in the face. And I think that there's a lot of opportunity here. And for those of you that don't agree with me, I don't care. I truly believe that Japan gives opportunity to everybody in the world to have a successful life. So that's it. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go check. I really gotta go check. And let's check. So if you don't have any other questions, we will end this live stream quite soon here. Oh, they're picking on Ryan Boundless. Huh. Interesting. Huh, not me. I wonder where they all came from. Anyway, seriously, Alain, you're killing me, bro. Ah. All right, last one. I hope. Ryan Boundless. No, I just went over to Reddit and I saw that they posted his picture or video or something, so it was interesting. Cheers. Damn. Thanks, Alain. You rock, bro. So yeah, let's end the stream out with not hiding anything. And obviously I've seen him. Oh, Jason Pointer in the house. Bank of TD underwritten by LMA. I got to be careful of those stools. Yeah, I do now. I'm scared to stand up and go for a smoke, to be quite honest. Another $5 holler. Absolutely. Thank you. Night, Mambo. Thank you. And no roller coaster. That's for damn sure. I've lived here for 14 years. I have my ups and downs here. I put my life on the internet. We got the Drew crew, everybody in the house. There are people that are going to spite me. There are people that like me. I do have pants on, by the way. Kota says, I'm looking forward to seeing all of you next Saturday. It's actually next Sunday. Hey, Drew, just got here. Can you start from the beginning? Yeah, that would be fun, eh? I bet you I could do it. I bet you I could. But I am me, and I keep it as real as I can. No, Saturday you want, but it's Sunday, Kota. Sunday. Well, we'll talk in private after this. Going after saying to get. Okay, thank you, Anita. Oops, Sunday. Yes, Sunday. I keep things as real as possible. I'm not going to bullshit you guys. I'm not going to lie to you. If people want to make fun of me, hey, that's their choice. But if you like me, great. If you don't, great. It doesn't matter. I'm here to stay. And am I going to be a big YouTuber? No. But what I have is special. We have the TD community, the TD crew, and I enjoy what I do. Enough said. That's all I want to say. And the reason I said that is because LMA, you got me liquored up. Thanks. Charlie, you wanted a review on what I said today? Okay, you're coming to Japan. You got to arrive at the airport. You're going to get a resident card right away. Once you get to where you're going to live, you need to go to City Hall to change your address and register your address. Oh, okay. Within 2 weeks, on the day of your move-in, the gas guy's going to come. He's going to hook up your gas. You have to give him $100 deposit. Usually, the electric and the water will be automatically billed. You can get Suica cards, which are rechargeable. When you probably need an Incon. You should register it at your city hall, and use that to stamp official things. But you can also have an Incon where you can just stamp everyday things like deliveries to your house. What else is there? Renting apartments can be foreigner friendly, cannot be foreigner friendly. Renting apartments can cost you a lot of money. But if you come here and your company supports you with a company apartment, you can get off on the cheap. Shopping at convenience stores and grocery stores can be easy. ATMs are available everywhere. We talked about cash and credit card. Cash is king, but credit cards is a lot easier to use. And especially if your money is more than the yen, use your credit card as much as possible because you'll be saving money. Recycling garbage we talked about. And in a nutshell, that was pretty much what I went through. So hopefully that helped. So yeah, I'm not drunk. I will still be able to say that. So, ha, ha, ha. I came in late. Hey, Joe M., how are you? Mike Cock, more whiskey. Yeah, I'm done with the whiskey, I hope. You are really special, Tokyo Dude. Oh, I love me. Hey. I came in late. I'll rewatch later. Yeah, there's a lot to watch. Yeah, you got to say it faster than Mickey. Good job. I don't care what these butt munchers who don't like you say or do. The people who like you will be here in comment. Maybe BS will you and say cheers to you. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Don't care. See, a lot of people think I care, but I don't. Oh, hello. Oh, William. My bro is in the house. Have you been here for a while or are you just getting in? Because I've been streaming for like a couple hours, so maybe you're out barbecuing or having dinner, sitting outside, relaxing, enjoying the evening. Yeah, I told you, I love the special kids when they're building trains. Ouch. Yeah, the train and the treasure box are not happening right now. And actually, I really want to get into this, but I'm scared. Yep. I just don't know if I should really do it or not. It's the pottery wheel. Comes with a little wheel, battery operated, the clay and these cutting tools and even little paints. What do you think I should do, guys? I'm not going to do it today because I've had like 6 whiskeys now or something like that. But I'm thinking maybe tonight I might. I wanted to do this the other night, but because of the rainy season, I ended up getting a migraine headache and I went to sleep and I couldn't stream. But you know what? Pretty awesome, eh? You think I can do it? And as oh no, LMA, you're wrong. It's not for 14 plus. It's for 8 plus. I wonder if I can do it. You get one pottery wheel, a pottery plate, support for decorating and sculpting, sculpting tools, cutting cord, color tray, color acrylic paints, genuine hair brushes. I have no hair. And clay, 800 grams. Oh, William, I turn around and there's a $5 holla. Okay. Between you and Alain, I'm telling you, bro. Here we go. Alain's going to agree with you. It looks awfully tiny. I think it is, right? Since when did $5 hollers turn into whiskey shots? Damn. William Logan, you are a beast and a bro. Actually, I got to send you a picture, William Logan. I just haven't done it yet, but cheers. Thank you. Ah! Woo! I just wonder if I have the picture, actually. No, I don't have it. Damn. I'm going to open up my Photoshop for a minute. If I can get this picture for you, Wilm, I'll send it to you right now and see what you think about something that we were talking about earlier. So, oh, stop it. Stop it. Now spin on the pottery wheel. Not to help. Okay, Groot. Are you boiled nuts in disguise, Groot? No plasma. No plasma. Believe me, it will end in disappointment and trouble. Oh, I'm so happy William's here. Awesome. Where was that logo I had done? Did I not save it? Let me see if this is it here. Oh, it is here, yeah. I just got to add another layer. Hopefully this will... Oops, I added a group. I'm just doing something for a sec, guys, here. What's this? Okay. I don't use... I don't want it transparent. How do I add something different? I'll send it to you later, William. I don't want to bother with it right now. But, nope. Don't save that. All right. Oh, boy. Yeah, you know what, guys? I'm getting liquored up. I actually have to go out in about half an hour. So I just hope I can survive the day. It's getting a little headachy-ish. Thank God I did take the painkiller. But I just love hanging out with you guys. I really do. So, whatever information helps you here, hopefully, that, certain things will help you out if you ever did decide to come here. And even if you do visit, getting a JR pass, it depends if you're going to travel around Japan. Don't waste your money. If you're just going to stay in the Tokyo area, why get a JR pass? It's going to cost you an arm and a leg. But if you're going to take use of the Shinkansens to do day trips or this or that, by all means do that, right? More whiskey equals more answers. Yes. I saw something here earlier. Take the gimbal and live stream while walking drunk through Tokyo. Oh, this is good value today? Well, thank you, LMA. I'm sending you something on PayPal so you can have a drink on me. Oh, thanks, Lewis. So Lewis doesn't super chat me. He actually donates to me through PayPal because he. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. I really do. Just I guess I don't want to get into it because I don't want to get banned by YouTube or anything like that. But thanks, Luis. Bro, you're a streaming machine. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Tomodachi Mike, for joining. I really appreciate it. Right? Oh, you're right. Go figure. I use 72-hour Metro Pass, 1,500 yen. Oh, okay. The gimbal is not designed to compensate for the staggering. What is this? Roasting frickin' Drew now? I love it. I love it. I wish I could play music on this. I haven't figured that out yet. I really haven't. Oh well. So otherwise, yeah, right now, just to give you guys an update, depends how much alcohol I drink today as to whether I do the pottery wheel. Tonight is going to be a private Tokyo Drew live stream. Saturday nights, Japan time, so that is Saturday morning in America. So maybe we'll do the pottery wheel on a private live stream. I'm not sure yet. Or should I do it for everybody or make a vlog out of it? I'm not sure what I want to do yet. Write and play all your original songs. Tokyo Drew, that's why you're in Tokyo. You can take our little BS and have fun with it because you're a bro. You know what? Y'all can make fun of me. You can all roast me. I love it. I love the community. And I don't take anything to heart. I have thick skin. Bring it on, bitches. Okay, that was the whiskey talking, I think, there. About what time? Yeah, William, I want to be able to hit the West Coast and the East Coast at the same time. So, say West Coast is 7 a.m. Yes, Nosh, you have to get up early. That would be East Coast 10 a.m., which would be 11 p.m. tonight here. So, kind of like I'm thinking 11 p.m. to 12 a.m., but I don't want to go too far because of the fact that I got a show tomorrow morning and I got to prepare for that too. So, hopefully that answers your question. Thanks for the whiskey shot, guys. It's been entertaining with the guys in the long hair from Tokyo. TD, cancel going out. You're heading for disaster with all those shots. Yeah, pretty much. I'm okay. I know I'm not as bad as I'm letting on, to be honest. Does Demi Moore help you with the pottery wheel? Huh? We wouldn't be here if we didn't like you, mate. Absolutely, William. I appreciate it, right? You opened a can of worms? I have no idea now because, yeah. Okay, sounds cool. Good. Who needs a fully 8 hours of beauty sleep? Nah, man. Beauty sleep? What the hell is that? And this is without whiskey. Privet, so you can open it to the public if it's not too bad. I could private and then open it up. Yeah. But at the same time, for the people that do support me, all 35 of you, I want to make sure that I give back to you, right? So yeah, but I am releasing a few videos. Like some of you guys saw the veggie buffet video that was previously done before. There will be a dog park one coming up. And a few others that are going to be released over the next 48 to 72 hours. And that's just, recycling. I can't speak now because of the whiskey. I don't know, maybe. They were private videos, and now I'm releasing them to the public and making sure that everything is all good. That's all. Plain and simple. Okay, somebody called me. Clear that. Somebody lined me. Okay. All right. So. Okay, what else we got? Okay, got that. How are you, Cobra? Shogun. Patrick Swayze? I don't get this. Charlie, what are you talking about? More like 14 hours of sleep. Doing well. Da, da, da. Tokyo Drew, I nominate William Logan to be one of your moderators. I call him Wolverine. Take this in consideration. I would love William. If you want to be a moderator, let me know because I always use more moderators because obviously, like right now I think Rams, he's silent, and Jackie are two of the bigger moderators that are here pretty much every stream. But William, I know you do VCG and a few other. I would love because you know what it takes, and okay, done. Done. God only knows we ever made LMA, and you have the power now, William Logan, to ban LMA. Thanks, TD Crew, for supporting all those ledges. LMA, I love you, bro. I really do. As much as you bug me and I bug you, we're bros. Um, Drew just likes to make me comment again on stuff I already saw. Pretty much, Ram. I'm just waiting for you to do the 14-hour drive next in August. Beauty sleep or to sleep in an alley? I think sleep in an alley. May need a ledge to lean on. Not sure about that. Thanks, Tokyo Drew, but why would you want to? Not sure. I would never do that to LMA. I would. I don't even know what you're talking about, but I would. Rinks on me. Is there a momentary ban on a person? If so, can someone hit me so I can see what it's like? All right, somebody. Okay, let's time out Charlie. Put user in timeout. There. I believe you're timed out now. Yep, you are now timed out, Shogun. For 300 seconds. So try and comment if you want. I don't think it'll go through. And that's what it's all about. And then we can just ban you straight up. 5 minutes ban. So I'm going to be rude. You know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to go have a quick smoke. But I don't know where my plasma lighter is now. The plasma is gone. Oh my God. Seriously, the plasma lighter's gone. I only got 10 of them. It's not near the stool. You're talking about the movie Ghost, Pottery Scene. Ah! Now I freaking get it. Demi Moore, Patrick Swayze, blah, 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 Ghost. Okay. Took me a while, eh? Thank you, Ram. You're always there to help me out. Thank God. Oh, no, I thought Shogun wanted me to time him out to see what it was like. Charlie's a friend of mine, so. Sorry, Shogun, if that was wrong. I don't know, but you're timed out. Where the frick is my plasma lighter, man? Ah, here it is. Plasma. No, I'm not touching it. Mad Max wanted the character's name. He lost his hand and wanted it back. He's probably laughing his ass off. Yeah. True that. Okay. Time to slag Drew while I vacate for 30 seconds. Not going to be there on that long. Is Robert in the house? Oh, Robert Kaczynski. How are you, man? Oh, man. Well, I must say, LMA and FML and William Logan and a few others, thank you for getting me all liquored up today. I actually got to leave soon in about 5 minutes. What? That was quick. That's what she said. Yeah, I only smoke like a couple puffs of a cigarette, put it out, and finish it later on. But I don't want to leave my live stream to go have a smoke. Oh, wait, I just did. What did Carlitos say? I can't even remember when I said I just love the smell of natto in the morning. You didn't get the movie reference. No, I did not. I had a Chinese plasma lighter which played the Chinese anthem. Seriously? Drew doesn't smoke. The cigarette does, and he doesn't inhale. Are you back? Did it hurt? Come on, Charlie, get back, bro. But that's what being timed out does. Moderators can time you out. They can ban you from the channel. They can delete your comments, things like that. So, but I love you, Charlie. So I hope you get back soon. But yeah, I'm going to tie it up here because I'm streaming for how long now? Like 2.5 hours? 2 hours and 21 minutes. Thank you guys. Hopefully you found some of this kind of interesting. It is all common sense things though. And I didn't want to live stream outside today. Just because for the fact that it's off and on raining. There he is. He's back. No, I asked to be banned to see what it's like. I can still see and hear, but couldn't comment. Thanks, Drew. Hey, no worries, Charlie. That's what it's like. You get banned for 5 minutes, 300 seconds. So thank you guys. Thank you everybody for the super chats. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Getting me drunk. Well, I don't know if that was a good thing or not because now I got to go out and do my thing here. And Luis, thank you for the PayPal donation. I appreciate it. I just saw that also. So I will be back again. And I do. Ram just put the Discord link in. I do apologize that I haven't been active the last month or so on Discord so much. Vinh, he's been really roasting me pretty good. And where's the stool? Oh. So yeah, again, join the Discord, and then you can have obviously it's conversations. Somebody's walking outside here. You can join the TD Crew community, and the TD Crew and or the community, and just talk amongst yourselves and things like that. We do have a general tab. We have a random tab. We have a TD Crew only tab. We got a Japanese language thing going on. Tomo Al's in there a lot with Tim the Dude, and I think Glamour by Liz and a few other people. By all means, I will be back tonight with a private live stream for the TD Crew members only. And then tomorrow morning, TD Talks will be live at 10 a.m. Japan Standard Time, which I believe was, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And my guest, even though I haven't done the thumbnail yet, will be Phoenix787, Zach. He's an American young guy. He is the owner of Ginza Studios. He started that up last year. He's a YouTuber, an interesting guy. Phoenix787. We're going to ask him what his channel is about, and get into it. He is a friend of mine, and you've seen him in some of my videos, but I've never had him on, and I've always wanted him on my show. And then next week, we're going to have Kota, who was in the chat, and hopefully have her playing guitar and talking about her life from when she was younger until now. And I met her through Eric Surf 6 when we went to the baseball game. If you remember, she's the lady with the hat, the black hat on that when we went to Yokohama Stadium. So open my second beer. Cheers, y'all. Cheers, William. I will. Oh, Kota's still here. I will jam. Awesome. I look forward to that because it's gonna be pretty awesome. I think. Having a little Kahlua. Everybody's drinking alcohol today. Doing it the Tokyo Drew way. Absolutely. You watched Kota earlier? Good, good, good. I should be getting my first passport next week. Awesome, Robert. I really hope that you do come to Japan. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thank you very much for everything. I really seriously appreciate it. And again, thank you to LMA and William and FML and Paula and some two other people. I forget their names now. But either way, thank you very much. And Luis, thank you also. And thank you everybody for hanging out, being a part of the community, being a part of the TD crew. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys real soon. Either we'll see you on the private live stream tonight and or tomorrow morning on TD Talks. Until then, though, keep it real, keep it raw, stay true to yourself, because I always do, we always do, and thank you very much. Later, y'all.